For this week's memo to the president, I want to talk about the single greatest threat to American security and to our very way of life. No, I'm not talking about Iran, Mr. President. I'm talking about your unsolvable envy for your predecessor, President Barack Obama. I've talked about it on this program before, how you have to work through your seething resentment that a black man ascended to the presidency and then saved the United States from a crippling recession brought on by GOP governance and your greedy cohorts on Wall Street. It was your panic at seeing President Obama succeed and your jealousy that he was beloved by millions that finally compelled you to run for president. In fact, it was probably this very moment of public humiliation that did it for you.
Obviously, we all know about your credentials and breadth of experience. For example, no, seriously, just recently, in an episode of Celebrity Apprentice, you, Mr. Trump, recognized that the real problem was a lack of leadership, and so ultimately you didn't blame Little John or Meatloaf. You fired Gary Busey. And these are the kind of decisions that would keep me up at night.
Even after you won the unpopular vote, you continued to let your inferiority complex get the best of you, making it your personal mission to undo as much of President Obama's legacy as possible. You overturned everything from clean water rules to civil rights protections in schools to regulations on chemical plants. That last one with deadly consequences, I might add, and it would be nearly impossible to quantify the number of future deaths you contributed to with your determination to roll back Obama-era climate policies. You've only managed to beat President Obama at one thing, and that's the amount of time spent on the links golfing. You spent more taxpayer dollars on golf in the last 3 years than your predecessor did in 8. Meanwhile, you're still working to take down President Obama's singular achievement, Obamacare, without any concern for the millions of Americans who will die if you succeed. And this week, you took your Obama envy to a new and dangerous height.
The missiles fired last night at us and our allies were paid for with the funds made available by the last administration.
Let's set aside that multiple nonpartisan fact-checkers have proven you wrong and turn instead to the cold-blooded malice of your lies. You're attempting to hide your incompetence by blaming Obama, a man who pursued peace alongside the very country with which you seem determined to make war. How many lives will you sacrifice on the altar of your ego? How many American troops must ship out to the Middle East to assuage your inferiority complex? Unfortunately, I know the answer. I'm here to tell you, Mr. President, that no matter what you do, no matter how many initiatives you repeal or senseless wars you instigate, you'll never measure up to President Obama. Maybe you should try to find a healthier way of working out your jealousy issues than ill-fated foreign policy moves or incendiary Twitter tirades. Because I, for one, would like to live to see the next president surpass you, which should be easy enough if you manage to avoid bumbling us into World War III. We'll be right back.